Solution for the warm-up problem number 1 should be 1 1/6. Number 2. Solution on this one should be 2 13/40. Last one. Solution to number 3 should be 22/35. Pick a number from 1 to 20. Winning numbers today should be 5 and 16. Flashcards, say the answer out loud. Reduce 6/12. 1/2. 12/16. 3/4. 8/20. 2/5. 12/24. 1/2. 32/16. 2. Homework check. Bring it up here if you have it. Homework answers. 1 is 17/18. 2 is 4 13/20. Number 3 is 1. 4 is 1 2/3. 5 is 2 5/24. 6 is 2/8. 7 is 1 45/64. 8 is 2 1/10. 9 is 1/8. 10 is 26/49. Extra credit answers, bring those up, we'll check them up here at the table. 1 is 2 17/36. And 2 is 1 5/6. 3 is 1 1/3. Homework number 2, we have to do division first, so it'll be 4/3 times 9/5. And then we can go ahead and simplify this to be 9/4. You get that from squaring 3 and squaring 2. Now to multiply, you can make it easy on yourself by doing a cancellation here, 3 into itself 1, and into 9 3 times. And when you multiply that, you get 12/5 that you have to add to 9/4. And the common denominator will be 20. So we're multiplying by 4. That's where we get an 8, or a 48. And by 5 here, so that's where we get 45. And we're going to add those together to get 93. 93/20, and that would give me 4 13/20. Number 10 on the homework, we need a common denominator on the top of 21. And that means the second one stays the same, but this one you're multiplying by 3, so that's why we have an 18. And then on the bottom, your common denominator is 6. The second one stays the same, but you're multiplying by 2 there. And then simplify. On the top, you have 13/21. On the bottom, 7/6. And when you divide, you're really going to multiply by 6/7 instead of dividing by 7/6. So if you multiply straight across on that, you should get 78/147. This can still reduce. That's my fault. You can cut them both down by 3s. That's my fault. So it should be 26/49. 147 divided by 3 is 49, and 78 divided by 3 is 26. Objectives for today are to reduce fractions, so it should be a simple day, but yet a much needed review. Example 1. 12 over 8. If you don't know where to start, and you know they're both even, then you can just cut them in half and make it 6 over 4. And if you still have even numbers, you can still cut them in half, 3 over 2. And then change it to a mixed number. 2 into 3 once, with 1 left over. And double check it backwards. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. And it matches there. 1.5. Example number 2, 24 over 30. They're even numbers. You could make it 12 over 15, but in this case you have an even on top and odd on the bottom. See if you can think of a number other than 2 that goes into both 12 and 15. 3 goes into both. So if you divide by 3 here and then here, it would be 4 over 5. And then you're finished. Flashcards, just say the answers out loud. 9 over 15 reduced. 3 over 5. 24 over 26. Should be 12 over 13. If you cut them both in half, it's 12 over 13. 15 over 20. 3 over 4. 36 over 40. 9 over 10. They both divide by 4. 18 over 16. Reduce that and make a mixed number. 1 1/8 is right. Practice number 1. Reduce 28 over 30 and drop it off. Bonus number 1. 28 over 21 reduced. For the bonus problem, they are both divisible by 7. And if you divide by 7, you end up with a 4 on top, 3 on the bottom, and it could also be 1 1/3. Here's another bonus. 32 over 24. Answer to the bonus should be 4 over 3, or it could be 1 1/3. Solution for practice 1. 28 over 30. They are both divisible by 2. When you do that, you're left with 14 over 15. Practice number 2. 36 over 30. Bonus number 3. 48 over 60. Solution for this bonus. You can start with even numbers by cutting them in half. You can have 24 over 30 and still go to 12 over 15, but then they're both divisible by 3, so it's 4 over 5. What number would have gone into them both? What's the highest number that could go into 48 and 60? If I divided by 2, and then by 2 again, and then by 3, what's 2 times 2? 4 times 3, 12. You can divide both of these by 12 and be finished. Bonus 4. 9 over 12. On the bonus, they're both divisible by 3, so you come up with 3 over 7. Solution for practice 2. Both of these are divisible by 2. You could have 18 over 15, but then also cut them down by 3s to get 6 over 5, or 1 1/5. Here's example number 3. 48 over 64. Again, you have even numbers. Now they're getting a little higher though. If you cut them in half, you have 24 over 32. You can still cut them in half to get 12 over 16. And still cut them in half to get 6 over 8. Still cut them in half again to get 3 over 4. But learn what the largest number was, so maybe you can use it again sometime. Here we divided by 2, divided by 2, by 2, and by 2. What's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2? 16 is right, so you could have divided both of these by 16. if you saw the pattern there. Either way, the answer is 3 over 4. Example number 4. 72 over 80. Cut them in half to get 36 over 40. Cut them in half again to get 18 over 20. And then cut those in half again to get 9 over 10. But figure out what the highest number was. Divided by 2, and by 2 again. The highest number was, let's see, we went down by 2, down by 2, down by 2 again to get down here. So it should have been what? 8. Yeah, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So you could have divided both by 8. 9 over 10. Answer these out loud. 45 over 60, what does that reduce to? I'll give you a hint. 15 goes into both of them. Three over 4, yeah. 70 over 84. I'll give you another hint. Five over 6. 65 over 80. $13 over 16. 35 over 50. 7 over 10. 22 over 88. 1 over 4, yeah. Practice number 3. 51 over 68. Bonus number 5. 16 over 60. If you divide both of these by 4, you'll come up with an answer of 4 over 15. Here's another bonus. 19 over 76. Answer to the bonus is 4. Practice 3 solution. 51 over 68. Both of these are divisible by 17. And that would be 3 over 4. Practice number 4. 64 over 80. Bonus number 7. 25 over 75. Bonus answer should be 1 over 3. Bonus 8. 36 over 108. The highest number that goes into 36 and 108 is 36. So that's 1 over 3. Solution here. You can do division by 16 to get the answer, which would be 4 over 5. Or cut them down by 2's. Example number 5. 96 over 120. How many hours are in a day? There are 24 hours in a day. What if somebody said 3 days in terms of hours? How many hours is 3 days? 72 hours. How many hours are 2 days? 48. So if 3 days are 72 hours, how many hours would be 4 days? 96, yes. So we know that 24 will go into 96. How many hours would be 5 days if I add another 24 to 96? 120. So if we divide by 24 on both of these, then you end up with 4 over 5. Remember the hours in a day and multiple days, and it can help you on some of these problems. Example 6. 80 over 124. If you don't spot a pattern or a large number right off the bat, then just cut them in half, and then maybe you'll see it then. 40 over 62. Still don't see anything, so cut it in half. 20 over 31. And that's as far as you can go. Some of them don't have very large numbers that go into both. 4 would go into both of those, and that's about all you could do. Practice number 5. 88 over 120. Bonus number 9. 56 over 70. 7. So if we had 7 from the hint, you could divide by 7 here and here and come up with 8 over 10, but you're still not finished. 4 over 5 would be the answer. Bonus 10. 64 over 60. 32 over 30 is one way you could cut it down, and then you could also go 16 over 15. Solution to practice 5. 88 over 120. Half of that would be 44 over 60, and then 22 over 30, and then 11 over 15.